It's Sunday on the Breakfast Club, and I am Serious Mind. Um, I'm going to deviate from the planned topic for the week. um, I, to be honest, I don't find it terribly interesting or thought provoking. Um, it's not a subject I'm particularly interested in. It's not that I don't have an opinion, I do, but I just don't care. And I guess I'm maybe a little jaded, and but that did get me thinking, though, in general about being jaded and what does that mean, and why that's the case. Obviously, as we get older, our outlook on things changes, and um, we become very different people than we were, and I think in certain base ways I'm the same as I was when I was younger, but in certain important ways I'm very different. And I wonder how relatable this me would be to the younger me. And we see this a lot. There's always been a kind of a generational gap, and I think probably since there have been humans, there's been a generational gap. But I think that it's probably a lot worse now than it ever had been. Um, I think it's been progressing and the gap's been widening as time goes by, and in part and ironically, I think because of social media, which is strange because we have this tool that I think could be used to help bridge the gap, but that's not really what happens. Um, I see this a lot, particularly millennials versus baby boomers, and baby boomers getting on the case of millennials, saying that they're lazy and so forth, and not intelligent or not curious, and millennials going after baby boomers for wrecking everything under the sun. And my poor generation in between, the Gen Xers, we were always a small generation. Our baby boomer, the baby boomers didn't have a lot of kids, we are kind of caught in between. We've never really had a chance to take the reins and run with it. So it's very frustrating for me because, whereas the baby boomers kind of sold out their values, ours were different, but we never had a chance to make an impact. We're dwarfed by the baby boomers on one side. Now we're dwarfed by millennials. So we'll never be in charge, statistically speaking. We're outnumbered, I don't know, 2-1, 3-1. It's crazy, and it's frustrating because I've had a lot of heated discussions with younger people, and because they don't see things and to be fair to them, they don't have the context in a lot of cases. And I'm not being picky on there are wise younger people, but look, hey, when I was younger, there's a lot of things I didn't know too, and but when you're that young, you feel like, hey, I know all these things, and it may seem like a lot, but because you don't know what you don't know, and so it kind of clouds your vision. And on the flip side, obviously, if you get older and you get jaded, sometimes maybe you do get closed off to new ideas, or sometimes you'll see an idea that gets rehashed, and maybe it didn't work before, but maybe there's a reason why it could work now, but sometimes we're not open to that. But it goes both ways. There's definitely things that we could learn from one another, but we don't. And I think at this time in history, with what's going on, not just here in the United States, what's going on around the world, I think more than ever, we need to kind of find a way to reach one another, particularly on the political left, because we have the most at stake. And as I watch decades of progress trying to being snuffed out by the current administration, and yet there's no cohesion on the other side, on my side, to do anything. We march, and that's great, but it can't end there. And I'm just concerned that things are going to go belly up, And I know what the because I said that, I know what the comments are already going to be, and that's kind of indicative of what I'm talking about. Actually, ironically, people will just kind of prove my point. So anyway, sorry for the downer, but hey, look, again, this is not a slam on JJ for skipping the topic. JJ's really cool, and she's a young person. I'm not sure if I think she would probably qualify as being in the millennial generation. So who knows? Maybe she's got a way to help us find the bridge the gap. I missed my turn to start a new topic, but which is a shame. I kind of wish I had gotten there, because maybe this could have been it. But anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good week, and I'll catch you next time.